Hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be discussing about a rare solar eclipse that is known as the total solar eclipse. A solar eclipse which does not take place frequently, and at one point of time on Earth this solar eclipse happens once in 400 years. So what is this solar eclipse and why is it called a rare solar eclipse? Let's see. First of all, let's understand the points of discussion. First, we'll be knowing the news, then what is total solar eclipse, then what are the types of solar eclipse, what is a rare total eclipse, and in the end, prelims practice question. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 1, that is Geography. From exam perspective, what can be asked is what is a solar eclipse and the types of solar eclipse. So the news talks about what makes today's total solar eclipse so rare. So the solar eclipse which is taking place is the total solar eclipse, and it is a rare phenomenon. So on 8th of April, a total solar eclipse will cross the North America, passing over Mexico, United States and Canada. So bigger countries of the North American continent, and it is a rare event for any particular spot, and it is considered to be a rare event for any particular spot because see, total solar eclipse usually takes place in around 18 months, but at a particular spot, if total solar eclipse is happening today, then at that particular spot that total solar eclipse will happen next after 400 years, and this is why it is considered to be a rare phenomenon. Now, according to the Royal Museums, Greenwich, once a place on Earth witnesses a total solar eclipse, it will be about 400 years before that part sees the next total solar eclipse. You have to be very particular with regard to once a place. It is not talking about whole of Earth. It is talking about a particular spot on Earth. Now let us first talk about what is a solar eclipse and then what is a total solar eclipse. So what is a solar eclipse? Solar eclipse is when the moon moves in the middle of the Earth and sun. So see, on one side there is sun, then on one side there is Earth, and then the moon. See, this is the moon. So when the moon comes in between the sun and the Earth, then solar eclipse takes place. So this is the basic phenomena of solar eclipse, that the moon comes in between the sun and the Earth, and then it stops the rays of the sun to reach at a particular point or a particular area on Earth, because it is coming in between. So the area which is covered by moon, because it is coming in between the Earth and the sun, so the area which it is covering, the shadow falls on the Earth. So moon blocks the light of the sun either fully or partially, which cast a huge shadow on some parts of the world. See, on one side is sun, and sun's rays keeps on coming, and this is Earth. If moon comes in between and the sun rays which are coming from sun, so moon blocks those sun rays. So that total or partial sun rays which the moon is able to block, then because of which the shadow of moon falls on the Earth, and the area on which the shadow of the moon is falling on the Earth is where the solar eclipse takes place. Then there are 4 different kinds of solar eclipse, and these are known as total solar eclipse, annual solar eclipse, partial solar eclipse and hybrid solar eclipse. So by just knowing or by just reading the name, you would be able to find out very little things about this types of solar eclipse. Total solar eclipse, annual solar eclipse, annual word is coming. Then partial solar eclipse, partial means not complete. And then hybrid solar eclipse. Hybrid means when 2 to 3 things comes together. So we will be knowing all of this in detail. Then first let us know about the total solar eclipse, which we have talked about and which is considered to be a rare phenomena. So total solar eclipse. So when the moon blocks the sun entirely, when the moon, see this is the moon, when the moon blocks the rays of the sun entirely. So the entire rays of the sun is blocked by the moon. The areas in the center of the moon's shadow at the time witness a total solar eclipse. See, this is sun, this is earth, in between is moon. This is sun, this is earth, in between is moon. This is sun, this is earth, and in between is moon. So when the moon is entirely covering the rays of the sun, so what happens is the shadow which goes on the earth, so this is the area at which the shadow will be formed. So the area which will be formed in the center, so the area or the shadow, the area in middle of the shadow is where the total solar eclipse will take place, and that area in the middle of the shadow of the moon is where the complete blockage of the sun's rays will be observed, and that area is called the total solar eclipse. I hope this is clear. And then there are few of the technical terms, let us understand. So the area the area on earth where the shadow of the moon falls is called that area is called the umbra, that is UMBRA. So this area where the shadow of the moon will be formed, this will be UMBRA, umbra. Or the bigger area where shadow of the moon is formed or the sun's rays are lying very little or the sun's rays are observed very little, that is called penumbra, PENUMBRA. So umbra is the area which is very dense, you can say, with regard to the shadow of the moon, and penumbra is the area which is large. So the total solar eclipse is formed in the area of umbra. Okay. Now at the time of total solar eclipse, the sky darkens because the sun's rays are completely cut off. So there is darkness. Then this also gives a glimpse of the sun's corona. So what happens is when the sun's rays are completely or entirely is covered by the moon. So what happens is, and there is a huge difference between the area of the sun and the area of the moon. Now imagine this is the area of the sun and this is moon. So, and it completely and entirely covers the area with which it can cover with its own area. That is, moon comes in between. Now the sidewise area, because of, see, imagine this is sun, and sun is very large in size, and this is moon. So this is moon, this is sun. So moon is covering this much area of the sun's rays. But what happens to this area because of the large size of sun? So when this area sees, so one is able to see the corona, and that is the outer covering of the sun. Let me show you the picture. Okay, see this picture. This is the picture of the total eclipse. So sidewise, because of the large area of the sun's corona can be observed, and this is the area which moon has covered. I hope things are clear now. Okay, this is called the total solar eclipse. Now coming to the annular solar eclipse. So one type, that is the total solar eclipse we are done with. Now coming to the annular solar eclipse. So moon passes in front of the sun but is at or near the farthest point from the earth. So if moon comes in between the sun and the earth, but moon is at the farthest point from the sun, and moon covers the sun in such a way that only the periphery of the sun remains visible. Now let's see the image of annular solar eclipse. Okay, see this image of annular solar eclipse. Now what happens? See, this is moon. It is in between the sun and the earth, but from the earth it is at the highest or the farthest point. So the outer covering of the sun is very clearly visible. So the outer covering of the sun is very clearly visible, and this is called the annular solar eclipse. Then comes the partial solar eclipse. I think the name itself is saying what it does. Moon blocks just a part of the sun, giving it a crescent shape. Partial solar eclipse, it means that moon, when it comes between the sun and the earth, it covers half area, or you can say 60%, 75% of the area or the sun rays. Image is, okay, look at this image. Like for example, this is sun and this is moon. So moon has covered some area of the sun. So very clearly some area of the sun is visible and some area is covered by the moon. So partial solar eclipse is also done. Then comes the hybrid solar eclipse. As the name itself is saying, that two type of solar eclipse when combined together, then hybrid solar eclipse is formed. So this is rarest type of solar eclipse, and it is witnessed when an eclipse shifts between annular and total as the shadow of the moon moves across the globe. So it is when the annular solar eclipse and the total solar eclipse, they both combine together, then the hybrid solar eclipse takes place, and this is among all, this is the rarest type of solar eclipse. Partial solar eclipse takes place very usually. Total solar eclipse takes place in around 18 months. So why is a total solar eclipse called a rare solar eclipse? So solar eclipse is witnessed only during the new moon. So it is witnessed only during the new moon, and the new moon occurs about 29.5 days, because that is how long it takes the moon to orbit earth. So imagine this is earth and it is around 29.5 days that moon takes to orbit earth, and this, after this is what comes the new moon, and solar eclipse takes place during the new moon, and usually it takes place 2 to 5 times annually, but the total solar eclipse only happens about once in every 18 months or so. So solar eclipse, it can be partial solar eclipse, it can be annual solar eclipse, but usually solar eclipse takes place 2 to 5 times annually, and total solar eclipse takes place every 18 months or so. But the particular spot on earth witnesses a total solar eclipse only once in 400 years. Like for example, let me tell you. Okay, look at this image. I hope this is very clear to you all. So this is sun, this is earth, this is moon. So this is the area of umbra where the shadow of the moon is taking place. Now imagine this is the area of the umbra and this is where the total eclipse takes place. Okay. Now this is that particular spot. So now imagine that next time total solar eclipse takes place at this spot, then again at some other spot, again at some other spot. But at a particular spot, if it is taking place at this spot as of now, then absolutely at the same spot, then the total solar eclipse will take place 400 years after 400 years again. And this is what makes it a rarity. Then total eclipse is only visible if one is standing in the umbra, as I told you, and the other part of the shadow is called the penumbra, and penumbra is larger than the umbra. Now in the end, a prelims practice question, and you people will give me the answer in the comment section. When the moon passes in front of the sun but is at or near the farthest point from the earth, then which type of solar eclipse is formed? Is it total solar eclipse, annular solar eclipse, or the partial solar eclipse, or none of the above? So give me the answer in the comment section, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.